started with? Has it started? Okay, it is started, it seems. Okay.
Cross. No cross.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, recording it is. I'm just recording. It is recording. Yeah. So Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji once again, since it's getting recorded. Okay. So now, where were we? Where were we? I know it's been almost 1 week. I know Kaliga memory.
Krishna was about to speak. After Arjuna's dilemma, Krishna was about
to speak. Yeah. Krishna was about to speak. So before this, so Arjuna has requested Krishna to take him to the middle of the army. Right? Now, I wanted to ask you one question. The question is, was Arjuna in illusion? Yes or no? Was Arjuna in illusion? Was Arjuna in illusion? Go ahead. Was Arjuna? How many say Arjuna was an illusion? Abhi Mataji, Adarsh Prabhu. Okay, 5, 6 devotees. Yes, Harish. So yeah, Arjuna was an illusion. How many were saying Arjuna was not in illusion? Yeah, actually, Arjuna was not in illusion. Arjuna was not in illusion. Why? Why was he not in illusion? Because he is a pure devotee of the Lord. He is a Gudakesha. As we said, in the darkness and ignorance, he has won over the darkness and ignorance. So he is already a pure devotee of the Lord. He can't be in ignorance. He can't be, in illusion. But we need to understand, as I You took a screenshot, huh?
Yeah.
But recording is happening, right?
Yeah,
Yes, it is happening, yes. Okay. Yeah. So, but he appears to be in illusion. The main point what we need to know is Arjuna was not in illusion. But he appears to be in illusion. Because Krishna, being a hero, kids come forward. Yes. Yeah. I know. No. Okay. Especially I'm worried when kids are sitting right adjacent to projector. No, that's okay. No, it's a bad joke, that's okay. I think his legs are very long, that's why. Yeah. So he appears to be in illusion as per Krishna's plan. As per Krishna's plan. Okay. So Sanjaya actually warns the readers, saying, yeah, already we have seen, right? Here he says Rishikesha and Gudakeshana. He is quoting two things. One to Krishna. Now, why we call Krishna Madhava? Why we call Krishna Madhava? Already we have already spoken about it, right? We use different terms depending on the situation, depending on the shloka, depending on the circumstances. Arjuna or Sanjaya uses different name for Krishna. So why Madhava is name used? No, that's not that. I know. Good guess, Madhu and all. Good guess. But no, that is not the reason. Madhava means? No, that is Keshava.
Madhusudana.
That is Madhusudana. That is Keshava. He kills the Kesidana. Madhava means he is a lord of fortune. I mean, goddess of fortune, consort. Madhava. What about Hrishikesha? Why we use the term Hrishikesha?
Controller of senses.
Controller of senses. Whose senses?
All the senses.
All the living entities' senses, not his senses, not his all senses. All living entities, all the senses. He is Rishikesha. Why is he called Gopal? Govalani Palatu. Is there any other meaning for Gopala? Gopal?
Go means senses.
గోకులంని పాలించు.
Yeah, good. Who protect? Earth. Okay. Yeah, that's a good guess, but that's not the reason. But yeah, as you said, he's a savior of Gomatas. Okay, now in this context, Sanjay wants Hrishikesho. He's a director. Hrishikesha means, you know, right? He's a supreme controller of everyone's senses. So he's aware of everyone's senses. Even what Riyan is thinking also Krishna knows. Even what Skanda is thinking, Krishna knows. Everyone's senses is aware. So he's kind of a director. He's a director. And whose senses? And he has conquered Gudakeshena means he's already a conqueror of sleep and ignorance. So Arjuna can't be in ignorance. But we need to understand that it is a part where Krishna has put in this condition. So it's a play going on. He's a director, and he puts Arjuna in this situation. That's what we need to understand. So he appears to be in illusion as per Krishna's plan. Okay, that's what is being said here. And
మాధవ అంటే ఏంటి?
Madhava is a consort of goddess of fortune. Who is goddess of fortune? Lakshmi Devi. So Lakshmi Devi is Lord Madhava. Okay.
So he is not in illusion, but he is confusion.
Madhavi, now tell me one thing. These are Krishna Yogamaya. Have you heard this term? Yogamaya and Mahamaya. Arjuna was in Yogamaya. Yogamaya. Sometimes, you know, there are some conditional things. Conditional happenings happen. Suddenly some people exhibit something, but they are actually not that. Momentary. Yeah. So he is not in illusion, but Krishna in his plan he makes him in illusion. So this is the part, because the entire reason for Krishna's appearance is for this part. Mahabharata and all this are for karma kandis, you know. Generally for normal people, if you directly say Bhagavadgita message they will not accept. So it is coming as a story. It's a real history which has happened, where everyone can correlate with the characters of each and everyone in the Mahabharata. And don't feel that it is a story. It's a real story. It's a real story which has happened 5,000 years back. Okay. Now the entire Krishna, main reason for Krishna's appearance is for this part, this 1.5 hours of this thing. He took 125 years of, he spent almost 125 years in this Bhuloka for this 1.5 hours of Gita. Okay, so as we say, the fall of curtain, when in a drama, right? In a drama, when a curtain opens, then characters they play. Similarly, this is now the curtain is opening, and Arjuna is put in the illusion, but he is not in illusion. But Krishna puts him in his plan. He puts him in illusion, but as such, he is not in illusion. Okay. So now the Maya curtain comes up. So that's what is being said. The fall of curtain. Okay. Now Arjuna sees all kinds of relatives. What kind of relatives? Pitru, fathers, Bhurishrava, grandfathers, Bhishma and Somadatta, teachers, Dronacharya and Krupacharya. I am mentioning only few here. There are so many. Because आपके दादा का नाम क्या है रिया?
श्री लालूराम.
अब दादा के दादा का नाम क्या है? दादा के पिता का नाम क्या है? पता नहीं. So दादा के ब्रदर का नाम क्या है? पता नहीं. Yes. पता नहीं. So similarly, now though it might be irrelevant, but we need to understand that there are so many other blood relations who are there in the battle. That's what we need. Though we are highlighting only few here. అంతే కదా ఇప్పుడు the thing is, grandfather we say, now grandfathers, brothers, sons and all, we don't have details. That kind of relations are also there in the battlefield. That's what we need to understand. We are only highlighting few of them here. Fathers, Bhurishrava.
So when he says fathers, he's assuming all the other cousins' fathers.
Pandu Maharaja's contemporaries.
Entire clan.
Entire clan, Pandu Maharaja's contemporaries.
Cousins.
Yeah. And when we say fathers, here not only when we say contemporaries, even the in-laws also would be contemporaries. But when we say fathers, it's something like your father, your pedanana, your chinnana, and your grandfather's brothers' sons. They are also fathers.
That generation.
That generation only who have you call them father, pedanana, chinnana. But pedanana, chinnana only from your grandfather. But there might be grandfathers, brothers, children also. They are also unofficially fathers. You will be calling them pedanana, chinnana. Like that, there are so many other relations in the battlefield. But we are significantly highlighting few of them here.
But he is in opposite party only.
No, he is mentioning not only opposite party but also other parties also.
All the names.
All the names are also. Here though it is mentioned as opposite parties, but we need to we are trying to say that he is glancing everyone. He is glancing everyone. Okay.
But he was more worried about the other party because later he is saying, right?
Though he
you see
is more
other
worried about
party
opposite party, but Krishna, he chals karam in pund. Okay, so he only he highlights when he goes Arjuna, behold, injury, chilli, वो पंच हिंदी में ज़्यादा नहीं रहेगा, तेलुगु में बोला. Okay,
Putting chili powder on the wound.
Wound. So how is he putting chili powder on the wound? He told us to, Arjuna only told us to take between the armies. But what did Krishna do? Krishna has put Arjuna right in front of Bhishma and Dronacharya. Right in front of Bhishma and Dronacharya. Okay. Anyway, we'll come to that. So now, similarly, sons, Lakshmana and others, grandsons, sons of Lakshmana, friends, Ashwatthama, fathers-in-law, Drupada, well-wishers, Kritavarma. Like that, there are so many other warriors were there on the battlefield. Okay, so this is how this Maya curtain starts, and Krishna makes Arjuna in illusion such that he can start. And when he puts in illusion, then puts in illusion, that is one part, and added to that, he puts in front of Bhishma and Drona. I mean, what I sensed it, I am not able to give any gross example here. Can you think of any gross example? And I'm just trying to see what gross example I can give. But the thing is, he is the same Bhishma with whom he has played. What kind of memories you have with your grandfather, Riya? Do you have any good memories with your grandfather?
Yes.
Why do you like your grandfather?
Because he takes us to the shop and he buys us chocolate.
Your father and mother don't buy? Yes, even my grandfather also does that. I really, actually, over the period, I don't like my birthday to be celebrated. May 15th, बचपन से क्या हो रहा था? May 15th is a birthday only during summer vacation it comes. I always from my childhood I wanted to celebrate my birthday in school and give chocolates to everyone, but there is no birthday because my summer vacation holiday. Always my birthday used to be in the gaon only, and in the gaon my grandfather used to give pavla. Pavla means 25 paise. 25 paise coin, and he used to say, gave 25 paise. You do festival. You do festival literally. Pavla. Gafal gunko pora. 25 paise. Gafal gunko. Gafal means yellow colored cylindrical things would be there, no? Papad. Cylindrical. Gottal. Name Gafal antam. Ma urlo. Name Gafal antam. So that's what wonderful memories you have, right? My grandfather. No, suddenly grandfather stands in front of you. Riyan, I'm going to kill you. Will you accept? What will be your reaction when he says, Beta Riyan, I wanted to kill you? No, seriously, I'm not joking. Seriously. Now think about it. When No, I wanted Riyan to speak. Riyan, seriously, man, I'm not joking. Though I don't know why people are laughing, but I'm seriously asking. Your grandfather comes right in front of you and says, Riyan, beta, I wanted to kill you. What will be your reaction? No, what's coming? Similarly,
I will fall in his feet and I will say, don't kill me.
you will fall in his feet and you will kill me. You will not kill me and request that you don't kill me. But already Bhishma has taken a pratigna that I am going to kill. So your falling will not help?
Surrender will not help.
Surrender will not help, because already with all the deliberations, all the peace talks, everything is over. Now it is a situation. Now at that situation, Arjuna is in this situation now, right in front of him. And now why Krishna has put him in that? So that he gets more disturbed in heart, more emotions come out. So that when the emotions come out, then actual lava comes out. No, when the lava comes out, then
When volcano erupts,
volcano erupts. Yes. So he is waiting for that volcano to erupt. For volcano to erupt, he keeps right in front of Bhishma and probably a comfortable sitting chair. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we need to understand now here the misunderstanding what Arjuna has developed. That's what we need to concentrate here. After seeing Bhishma and Drona and all other relatives, friends and all, what is the misunderstanding he developed? Havish, read no?
Arjuna began to feel that his duty to fight was against religious principles. He took shelter of a distorted philosophy of non-violence mentioned in the scriptures.
Arjuna began to feel that his duty to fight was against the religious principles. He took shelter of a distorted philosophy of non-violence mentioned in the scriptures. Ahimsa paramo dharma. Right? Wonderful philosophy, no? Ahimsa paramo dharma. कितने लोगों ने सुना है ना? Ahimsa paramo dharma. Yes. So that's what even the Srila Prabhupada and great acharyas say, how a person like Arjuna could think like that. But as we said, Krishna puts him in illusion and he puts in exactly the same place where all the emotions come out. So that's how he lands. So lesson learned is illusion is so powerful that it can even bewilder even a learned man about his true duty. Illusion is so powerful. Don't take things lightly, Prabhuji and Mataji's great devotees being in a place of Diksha Guru, not even Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, they have fallen. Try to take spiritual life seriously. Great people have fallen. Illusion is so powerful that it can bewilder even a learned man about his true duty. My kid right now, he has to join June 6th he has to join hostel. Till date, never he left mother, father. First time he has to join hostel. And I'm asking, hey, so till my join hostel, let me enjoy that. Please let me enjoy, let me play games, please don't disturb me. And it will be very difficult for you. So till 5th of June you enjoy, suddenly 6th of June you go to hostel, you will not be able to. No daddy, I don't know me. Right? Illusion is that powerful, our strength में कितना नमकम है कि ऐसा है? So probably not on a lighter note, but it seriously, illusion is very powerful. Maya Devi is very strong, very strong. And as I said, Maya Devi has a duty only with devotees, only with the people who are coming to satsang. Because for others, there is no Maya Devi, there is no need to concentrate outside satsang. No, they are already in Maya and they love to be in Maya, right? IPL is starting today once again. Wow. They are already in Maya. There is no specific duty of Maya Devi to work on them. The duty for Maya Devi is with the devotees who are in satsang. Her main duty is with the people who are trying to be little serious in spirituality. She wanted to know how serious are they to go to Krishna. Okay, so kindly don't underestimate the power of Maya Devi. Okay, yeah. So now, Nayak Mataji, please do the honors. Please. Want to try, Alash? No? Kanda, you want to try?
Bhishma Drona Pramukata Sarve Samsamahikshitaam Uvacha Partha Pasyaitam Samavetam Kuruniti.
Wonderful. Bhishma Drona, let us try to do together, okay? Bhishma Drona Pramukata Sarve Samsamahikshitaam Uvacha Partha Pasyaitam Samavedan Kuruniti. In the presence of Bhishma, Drona, let us repeat. In the presence of Bhishma, Drona, and all other chieftains of the world, the Lord said, just behold, Partha, all the Kurus assembled here. Here, Krishna pointed not only Kauravas. He never said, here are the Kauravas. No, he didn't say. He said, Kuru, all the. He is pointing to both the parties here. Okay, that's what we need to understand. So, but now, as we said, indirectly Krishna is saying that your both side family are here only, and it's on a lighter note. Krishna knows the weakness of Arjuna. And he kind of teased. Just behold, Partha, he was showing to both of them, all the Kurus are here. He was referring to both the parties. All the Kurus are assembled here. Okay? So he didn't say any, as I said, he didn't say any Kauravas, he said Kuru assembled at both the sides. So that's what we need to understand. So indirectly, as we said, both sides, your family are there, as Krishna could sense the weakness of Arjuna, and he wanted to stir that weakness further. So he wanted to take that to a point where he can come out and he can answer. The same point. Now, as I given the example of Riyan is standing in front of his Dada, and Dada is ready to kill. But still, Riyan is not, tears are not coming out of Riyan. Now, still, then then his Dada says, क्या रे अभी तक तू उठाया क्यों नहीं मेरे से फाइट कर. Still tears are not coming. Then he will instigate further with something, and there might be some point after frequent dialogues with Riyan, there might be some breaking point to Riyan where Riyan breaks down. Tears will come. So Krishna is ensuring that Krishna is taking Arjuna to that point of breakdown. That's what we need to understand. Okay? So now when he is doing that, and I think already we discussed, while he is doing that, isn't Krishna taking a big risk here? Why? Now, if Riyan breaks down, there is a possibility Riyan breaks down, he might feel unconscious also, right? Am I right? He might feel unconscious also. And he might, after seeing all this, he might run away also. Now, Arjuna, he has taken that kind of a situation. Now, Krishna has brought into that situation. Is Krishna not risking? Tell me. Why is he risking? How is he risking?
Because if Arjuna took non-violence, Pandavas would not win the war.
Yes, that's right. Yes, and he will not win the war. Now, what happens if Arjuna leaves without even talking? If he leaves without even asking any questions, though luckily he asked, walk away. One thing, is Krishna not taking a big risk here?
No, because he has already planned other person.
Good point. He is a Hrishikesha, so he knows the senses of Arjuna and
So he knows the strength of the Arjuna, right?
Arjuna. Yes, that's right.
He trains for a long time.
Yeah. So we need to understand. Already I given an example of that recruitment. Sanjeev Prabhu is a niche skilled employee, got recruited, given a training, and all. Already given an example. Suddenly he comes, I am wanted to go on leave for 1 or 2 months. What face will you show to your client? So same example. Okay. Now, purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki. As the super soul of all living entities, Lord Krishna could understand what was going on in the mind of Arjuna. The use of the word Hrishikesha in this connection indicates that he knew everything, and the word Partha means the son of Prudha or Kunti. He is also similarly significant in reference to Arjuna. As a friend, he wanted to inform Arjuna that because Arjuna was the son of Prudha, the sister of his own father Vasudeva, he had agreed to be charioteer of Arjuna. Now, what did Krishna mean when he told Arjuna to behold the Kurus? Did Arjuna want to stop there and not fight? Krishna never expected such thing from the son of his aunt Prudha. The mind of Arjuna was thus predicted by the Lord in friendly joking. Okay. Now, additional examples from Parampara. Arjuna, referred to as Pruta, indicates son of Aunt Pruta. Thus, Krishna wants to point out he became charioteer because Arjuna is son of Auntie Kunti Maharani. Krishna said to Arjuna, "Behold the Kurus." This phrase indicates Arjuna's mind. Do you want to stop and not fight? Krishna does not expect such cowardly action from the son of his aunt. Mood of a friendly, joking expressed here. He wanted to. Sometimes, we try, sometimes to instigate someone, we try to actually. Simple dialogue is enough to instigate, right? Simple dialogue is enough. In childhood, I was very short-tempered guy. And to instigate me, nothing is required. My name, as I say, my name is Srinivas Maheshwar Kandra. So in village they call me Sinu. So if they wanted to instigate me, they quote simple dialogue. Sinu cigarette to, Sinu pellam biscuit to. Like that they used to quote. Sinu cigarette to, Sinu pellam biscuit to. That means immediately I'll become angry and I'll have a fight with them. Okay. In a joking manner, they might have said, but to instigate someone, it is something like that. So, like that, Krishna is trying his best to instigate Arjuna such that breakdown point comes. Indirect Rachagodam. Okay. So, literally hundreds of millions of warriors were there in the Kuru army, yet Krishna drove Arjuna's chariot directly before Bhishma and Drona. Bhishma, Drona, Pramuka. In this way, Krishna forces Arjuna to see that both his grandfather and his guru were determined to oppose him in battle and to draw out Arjuna's familial attachment and thus reveal his weakness of heart. Krishna does this so that he can speak the Bhagavadgita.
So other way is like he's making a mind, he's making Arjuna so strong.
No. He wanted to make Arjuna so weak. No. Only in weakness only all the emotions come out. No. When you are strong, when you are strong, right? When you are strong, generally the emotions will not come out. You will be confident, you will do anything, and you will talk only positive. You will not talk negative when you are strong. But when you are weak only, the emotions, entire emotions come out. Okay? So Krishna was teasing Arjuna. It is only Kurus on both sides who are assembled. Will you now wish not to fight? In this way, before Arjuna had said a word, Krishna affirmed what was on his mind. Our Supreme Lord, Supreme Hero starts for the first time talking. But Acharyas say that this is not the first time Krishna is talking. Though he is talking, but it is not instructional, it is only informational. So that's why Acharyas say that though Krishna talks this statement, but Acharyas say it is not to be considered that Krishna has first time spoken this word. So we consider Krishna has spoken when he is giving an instruction to the entire humanity. But it is not more kind of an instruction to the humanity, it's kind of an informational thing what he is giving to Arjuna. So Acharya say that it is not to be considered as Krishna has spoken for the first time. So there is a little bit of an ambiguity or confusion for everyone here. Though he has spoken, but it is not considered as spoken.
It will be later.
Later, second chapter onwards, that's considered as spoken. When we will come to that point as well. So additional examples. Krishna says Bhishma, Drona, Pramukha because among all other warriors, Bhishma and Drona are the most important. They both lasted for more days in the war as compared to Karna or any other Kurus. They lasted for more days. That is more than 10 days. Almost 10 days. More period. They both were gurus of Arjuna and Arjuna also loved them the most, so they are Pramukha. By saying Sarvesham cha Mahikshitim, Lord Krishna is referring to all other warriors, but he is not giving them that much importance as they are simply going to assist Bhishma and Drona. Now Havish will point out. It is Bhima given there, not Bhishma. You are not that pointed, I think. It is Bhishma. Because as they are simply going to assist Bhishma and Drona. Okay? Even though literally this is the first time when Krishna spoke in Bhagavad Gita, but it is not considered as Lord Krishna speaking by Acharyas, as here Lord Krishna is just informing Arjuna that he has fulfilled his wish of bringing the chariot. In spiritual education, first thing that is taught is eyes are the way to illusion, as our eyes don't show us the soul, and ears are the way to come out of illusion, as it enables us to see beyond illusion. I think already we have discussed this point last time, right? So I don't want to dwell this point. So please, Prabhuji and Mataji's, ears are very important. Even in the Navavida Bhakti, what is the first one? Shravanam. Shravanam. Hearing is very important. Very, very important. What is the first organ to be developed in the womb of a mother?
Yes.
Ears. What is the last organ which will be switched off after the death? Yes. That's the reason why even after when a person is died, they utter shloka in their ears. First Lord Krishna is saying Pashaitan. Please see Arjuna, but here Arjuna will only get more illuminated by seeing. See. So that when he sees only, that illusion will be more. And that emotions might be running more. But later Arjuna will come out of the illusion by hearing the wisdom from Bhagavad-gita through his ears. So getting to the point, the connection here. Over-reliance of eyes will only keep us in illusion. Stop judging things with your eyes as they are meant for cheating. मैं चूसते नहीं नमुता, जब मैं देखूंगा तभी मैं नमूंगा. No. मैं जब देखूंगा तभी मैं विश्वास करूंगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है. Spiritual things, right? आपके where is Mehak, you believe in your mother's prayers? Have you been away from your mother any time? So you believe in your mother's prayers, right? Yes or no? 100%? Sure? Pakka? Lock karte? Yes. But they are no, you can't see them, no? How are you believing? Huh? But you should. Yeah, I think our generation and even over the school, CBSE and all, they tell the same thing. You should not believe until you see. Yes or no? They will never tell also. They will never tell also. But they will tell one day. Don't worry. The education is meant like this. Medical education is meant only believe if you see. Only believe if you see. But it's not like this. Okay? So we should not overly rely on eyes. So we should rely on ears from a proper source. So we should not declare anyone as God because we see something in him. We should consider only such persons as God who is mentioned as God in scriptures, even though we cannot see the extraordinary features of the God. मैं विभूति लाया, without anything मैं God बन गया, right? ऐसा करके कुछ विभूति लाया, some magic किया. So can you tell him as God? Havish, suddenly if I come tomorrow, did some magic and from here I took some vibhuti, will you call me God? They call me God, no please. Magic I did, no one can do that. Why are you not calling God?
Because you may be having a machine generating that.
Yes, right. Okay. Now, example, we cannot see the wings of a fan. Does not mean that wings doesn't exist. They are just moving at a pace that we can't see. Wonderful example, right? Now I think Riyan is thinking, I'm able to see. Huh? Okay. Now 1.26. Now before we go to 1.26, yeah. So Sai, you wanted to read the shloka? No, you can't. Anyone want to try? Ashok Prabhu? Okay. Yeah, Ashish Prabhu will try. Come on.
तत्व पश्चात स्थितान पार्थ पितृनर्थ पितामहान आचार्यन मतुलन भरतन पुत्रन पौत्रन सखिंच तथा स्वासुरान शूद्राश्चैव सेनयोर उभयोरपि.
Let us try to do it together. तत्र पश्चात्पितान् पार्था पितॄन्नः पितामहान् आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रात्रान् पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा स्वासुरान् शूद्रश्चैव सेनयोरुभयोरपि. Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. There Arjuna could see within the midst of the armies of both parties his fathers, grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, sons, grandsons, friends, and also his father-in-laws and well-wishers. Okay? What is it? So he could see it. So he could see everyone, right? He could see everyone. Are you not getting some thought? It's like a marriage party, right? Huh? Marriage party, you see everyone, no?
Family event.
Family event.
Event is war.
War. So it's like a marriage party. So, you know, that's how. So now, okay, now we need to think about killing them. But yeah. So purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki. Yeah. On the battlefield, Arjuna could see all kinds of relatives. He could see persons like Bhurishrava, who were his father's contemporaries, grandfathers Bhishma and Somadatta, teachers like Dronacharya, Krupacharya, maternal uncles like Salya, Shakuni, brothers like Duryodhana, sons like Lakshmana, friends like Ashwatthama, well-wishers like Krutavarma. He could see also the armies which contained many of his friends. Additional examples from Paramparas. So already I think we have seen these different grades of relatives mentioned. Okay, all these represent our attachment in this material world, where when we are in front of Lord Krishna, we will be enlightened. We must have been associated with many fake avatars, fake philosophies, fake scriptures, fake sampradayas, fake gurus for years and decades, just like these relatives and friends. Very harsh statement, Prabhuji and Madhavis. Very harsh statement, but we need to understand. Very harsh. I mean, you might be having your own experiences with your close relatives. I can see within mine. My relatives still respect my dad. When he was in power till 2012, he was in power. He was a deputy superintendent of police. But after 2012 also, 2012 to 2017, he was working as a chief security officer in Basavatarakam Cancer Hospitals, chain of hospitals. There also our relatives were very, because some job opportunity for my son, my grandfather, my grandson, my granddaughter and all. When my father used to do all those things. And now he's in 2025. He's not that. Now, no more this thing. Now they are contacting me. Now they are not contacting my dad. I mean, though it might be sounding very harsh, Prabhuji and Mataji, but it's a very harsh reality. Yesterday, we did a wonderful memorial service in Anuradha Mataji's house. I mean, we check. I'm not saying that all the relatives are bad, but the thing is, the warmth what we have seen, they were really happy to have all the devotees in their house. I really doubt if they are getting the same kind of happiness when their own relatives were there. Right? So, I know it's a very, very big and bold statement has been given. So here's and again, just like these relatives and friends, bona fide knowledge enlightens us to see what is real and what is fake. Here again the word tatra pasyat is used to explain that Arjuna was seeing with his eyes, which are subjected to illusion. Eyes are subjected to be illusion. Eyes are subjected to be illusion. Pitama normally refers, here is the point for the question what I asked last time. I think Pitama normally refers to Bhishma, but here it also refers to Balhika. Balhika, who was the elder brother of Shantanu. Bhishma's father's का नाम क्या है? Shantanu, right? Now, who was the elder brother of Shantanu? Elder brother of Shantanu means Bhishma से भी ज़्यादा बड़ा और एक warrior था महाभारत युद्ध में. He is Balhika. Elder brother of Shantanu, his son is Somadatta, and his son was Bhurishrava. Balhika was older than Bhishma. How many of you know till now? Did anyone imagine that there was someone older than Bhishma? You know Mataji? Huh? You are reading Mataji. Wonderful Mataji, wonderful. Lot of people don't know. Good that you are reading. Yeah. Good. Only Anuradha Mataji is the only Mataji who know that there is someone older than Bhishma. Recently, yes. Yeah. So, Balhika, yeah. Balhika was older than Bhishma. Balhika was ruling the Afghanistan region, while Shantanu was ruling the Indian province. So Arjuna was facing more than 3 or 4 generations of grandfathers in the battlefield. Bhishma himself is 400 years old. And imagine how many years old Balhika would have been. Okay? Yeah. Additional examples. Bhurishrava tried to kill Satyaki while he was unarmed. And looking at this, Arjuna cut his arm. And when Bhurishrava was unconscious, Satyaki killed him exactly like he was trying to kill Satyaki against the rules of battlefield. Suhradas refers to friends who understand you properly like Karna. From Duryodhana's point of view, Sakhims refers to contemporaries who know us but they don't understand us completely. Like Ashwatthama and Jayadratha were also in Gurukul and so they were friends of Duryodhana. Arjuna refers to Uvayor, which means he was looking at both the sides. He was considering the full situations to make decision, not just one side. Again repeat, it's not one side, both the sides he was saying. Suhritas also refers to Krutavarma, was the commander of Yadu army and a well-wisher of Pandavas who was now doing war on Kaurava's army as his army was given by Lord Krishna to Duryodhana. What an embarrassing situation, right? Yeah. Now, 1.27. 1.27, anyone wanted to read? Yeah, Mataji, please try.
Tamsamikshasa kaunteya sarvan bandhum avashitam krupaya parayavisto visisana idam abravit.
Okay, let us try together, okay? तान् समीक्षस्य कौन्तेय सर्वान् बन्धूनवस्थितान् कृपया पायाविस्तो विसिदामिदम् अब्रवीत्. Okay. When the son of Kunti, Arjuna, saw all these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. Now you might think Arjuna is such a wonderful warrior, wonderful devotee, and he knows scriptures also. How could he be confused? How could he be confused? Despite knowing all the scriptures, you might get confused, right? Yes or no? Despite knowing all the scriptures, there might be a situation where everyone gets this kind of situation where they are bewildered or getting confused, right? So whom do we require for that? Guru. So Guru is required for clearing all the. I don't know whether you know or not. I think in this generation no one is following it, but your third generation back, probably your grandfather or grandmother, when you were a child, you might have seen they used to associate with some gurus. They used to invite some sadhus in their house, and it used to be a very privileged thing actually. Okay, so Mahabharata was, Mahabharata, as I says Mahabharata says that just by knowing dharma, you can't say what to do and what not to do. That's what the issue, right? Mahabharata, a lot of characters are they coming from Bhishma, lot of my what dharma? My Kshatriya dharma, my kingdom dharma, my Pitru dharma, my Guru dharma, lot of dharmas they quote. Each and everyone, every character they quote, they have their own substantiations to them quoting different dharmas, but that is not the intent. Okay, so now because let us go to Purport by His Divine Grace. No purport actually, no purport. Good, because it is pretty straightforward. So in Sanskrit there are two words to denote compassion. Here if you notice, krupaya. Krupaya is the term. Now what is the synonymous term to krupaya? Another word, krupa. Krupa. Now me the krupa unchandi Skanda garu. There is another synonymous word, krupa. In Sanskrit only, daya. What is the difference between krupa and daya?
Daya means, I think, with human beings in material world, I think. Krupa means
Spiritual.
transcendental.
No, that is not the explanation.
Daya is forgiveness. Kripa is
Kindness.
When we don't deserve, that is kripa. We get it.
Okay, no, that is mercy. Yeah, that's also one definition. But here in this context, as you know, Sanskrit has different meanings in different contexts. In this context, krupa means
Compassion. I thought Krupaya means compassion.
Yeah. Krupa means compassion with your people is Krupa. Daya means compassion to the external people also. That is Daya. That's why you might be hearing this word Dayalu more than Krupalu.
And Krupa is given by the Guru also.
Guru. Yeah. So Krupa is something which in this context, Krupa is something which is only to the close people, your own relatives, your own friends. It is not shown to the other people. But Daya is something which you show to the entire world. So we should be Krupalu or Dayalu? Krupalu. Adhanik Mataji. I came to know your real intention. So, Dayalu, we should try to be compassionate to everyone. No, compassionate to everyone. Now, it doesn't mean that you should invite problems from others. Okay, compassionate. You should be practical also. Prabhuji, my Mahesh Prabhu told that to be Dayalu with everyone and go and do Dayalu. No, we should be practical also. So we need to understand that Arjuna is not at all a ignorant soul here, and he doesn't know Vedas and all. So he talks with the weakness of the heart. That's what we need to understand. Now, additional examples. In Sanskrit, there are two words to denote compassion. One is Daya, which means compassionate for all, and the second is Krupa, which means compassion for the known people. So Krupa is used in this verse. Arjuna is soft-hearted, compassionate and logical. He knows Shastra, is cultured and intelligent. Because these qualities, his heart broke when he saw his friends and relatives ready to fight. Practical application of section. Now here, we need to understand here. Arjuna's 5 arguments. What are the 5 arguments? What Arjuna puts, and Prabhuji and Mataji, whatever the reasons he quote for not fighting, very strong statements actually. It's very practical also. If you see, I think among the 5, one was the one which was not expected from his caliber of position. What are the 5 reasons? Quote. What are the 5 reasons for him not fighting?
Confusion,
Killing your own family.
Okay, let us give opportunity to Sai Manaswini. Come on.
He don't want to fight with his own relatives.
Okay.
Confusion.
Confusion.
He's thinking that by fighting he may be like he may be against the principles, the religious principles.
Papa.
After fighting, everyone will die. Then what I will do with this kingdom?
What kind of enjoyment I can have? Right?
It will be Sarvanasha.
Yeah.
Bhagwan Shankar.
Yeah, religion, yes. Wonderful. All are correct. Now, practical application, yeah. Arjuna's 5 arguments not to find, as I said, Prabhuji and Mataji, these are really very strong arguments what Arjuna has brought in front of Krishna. Very strong arguments. Identification with and attachment to the body disables one from executing his religious duties, which is ultimately to execute Krishna's will. It is interesting to analyze the cause and effect of Arjuna's bewilderment. It is brought on by seeing in terms of one's own self-interest. The result of such vision is fear, loss of composure, indecision, and confusion of moral codes. And here are the 5 arguments what he brings. Compassion, loss of enjoyment, fear of sinful reactions, destruction of family traditions, and indecision. These are the verses what Arjuna brings, and these are the verses where Lord Krishna replies to that respective point. For each and every point, from 28 to 30, compassion what Arjuna brings, he answers between 11 to 30. Here he gives a detail. Though he asks one point, he asks only 3 shlokas. In the 28, 29, 30, 3 shlokas, he shows compassion towards everyone. But Krishna elaborate explanation from 11 to 30, almost 20 shlokas. 20 shlokas he dedicates to only tell the point of compassion, to answer the Arjuna. Similarly, loss of enjoyment, only 5 shlokas, 31 to 30. Actually, among the 5 arguments what Arjuna brings, second one is the least actually. From his standpoint of view, it is not worth raising that point. But still he brings. And for that point, 5 shlokas he takes, but Krishna answers in only 2 shlokas. 36 to 38, fear of sinful reactions. So anyway, we'll discuss in detail in the coming shlokas on this. The additional examples here, Arjuna is suffering with undiscerning vision perception, meaning we see but we don't use our intelligence. Earlier when Arjuna wanted to see the armies, his mindset was to kill them. But now when he sees them closely, his intelligence is lost and he is seeing everyone as Sarvan Bandhun, everyone my people only. First chapter Bhagavad Gita is called by different acharyas in different names like Shainya Niriksha, Arjuna Vishada. Here in this verse, the transition is happening from Sainya Niriksha to Arjuna Vishada. Okay. Duryodhana is also seeing Sainya Niriksha, so did even Sanjaya. Here in this verse, Arjuna is transitioning from Sainya Niriksha to Arjuna Vishada. So initial intention of him going to middle of armies was to see all the armies and see how to fight, what kind of strategy I need to use to kill. That was the intention. But Krishna, as a Hrishikesha, he knows and he wants and he puts in a very sensitive situation. And believe me, Prabhuji and Mataji, we also face in our life different situations where it hurts more. I personally have seen. And if you introspect yourself, Krishna puts you in such a embarrassing situation so that the necessary purification happens. Purification, though it might be a very funny or a laughing word, but it is a very serious word. When you face, you will know. When you face, you will not laugh. Then you need to understand that on that day, on 17th of May 2025, purification, what Prabhuji was saying, I think this is the purification. On a daily basis, we see purification, right? Today also we had a purification. I was trying to invite one person to our house. She is a media baron. She is a media baron. I wanted to invite, and we had an argument in our house. My Prashanti was saying that kind of exposure is not needed for our kids. No need to invite them. Connect will establish, the network will grow, like that of my argument. She was saying, no, that kind of exposure, there is no need to introduce that kind of people to our kids. No. Finally, it went on the floors. So my ego, my word it didn't tell in the house. What is this? Purification. Purification. My word is not being heard in family. No. What is this? I am the man of the house. How come my word is not going? Purification. There is a genuine point, right? The ego would be there, but it's a genuine point. Why that unnecessary exposure given media people especially? No need, not required. So I understood. This is
Prabhuji, ఇప్పుడు కౌరవస్ ఆపోజిట్ అయిపోయారంటే ఓకే కానీ రిలేటివ్స్ అందరూ ఎందువల్ల అయిపోయారు కింగ్ కోసం
Mataji, yes, they have taken the party of Duryodhana. The 14 years of they going to forest, Duryodhana has somehow convinced everyone to be part of him. Manipulated. It's simple. Just see now. For example, on the other day, both Havish and Sai was fighting and he cried in the bus. Srisalam. He cried. Srisalam only. He cried. He cried and was it Srisalam only? Srisalam only. No, he and Skanda. Sorry. He and Skanda. They were till that point they were playing. And at some point, I don't know what happened. He started crying. And he was giving his argument. I played it very genuinely, justicefully. We have played it very fairly, but he only didn't play properly. It is very wrong, He was saying. Then he was saying, no, Prabhuji, I did this thing. He was wrong. He was wrongly framing me. That thing. Each one will be having their own act. Similarly, Duryodhana in this 14-year span of that gap where Pandavas were not there, he could convince. And he could gather 11 Akshmonis of Sena. Understand the cunningness or the in a way greatness also in a negative sense that he could convince people.
Prabhuji, we were not fighting, we were playing orderly.
Sorry. But whatever it may be, he cried, right? Yes or no? He cried, right? That's it. No, now don't fight. I don't want another tears here. Please. Tell you.
అర్జునకి అనిపించలేదా వస్తే నాతో ఫైట్ చేయడానికి వస్తాను, నేను అన్ని వదిలేసి వెళ్ళిపోతాను.
అదే అంటుంది.
నాకు వద్దు ఇవ్వదు.
అదే అంటున్నాడు. ఈ telling the same thing. He says, I will go from, I will quit this war and then go to, better, even he says that better, if that is for meager kingdom, let them kill me also, he says. అంత అవసరం మనకి. He tells that let them kill me also, I will go to forest also. But forest what? He is a Kshatriya. Even if you go to forest also, he will show the Kshatriya DNA in forest also. If you are a Kshatriya, even if you go to even if you go to beggar, no, even if you become beggar, even in the begging community also you become a Kshatriya. You lead a beggars this thing. There's one movie, I don't know, that beggars are our Brahmananda works as an IT employee. Works as an IT employee. Somehow he lands up as a beggar, and even there also, when he begs, all the beggars follow him.
సో ఈ రూల్ మనకి మన రియల్ లైఫ్ లో కూడా అప్లై అవ్వదు.
అవుతుంది.
అంటే మన రైట్స్ కోసం మనం
పోరాడాలి మాతాజీ. బట్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు పుట్ భగవద్ ధర్మ ఇన్ ఫ్రంట్. వాట్ యాక్షన్ ఇఫ్ ఐ టేక్ విల్ కృష్ణ లైక్ దిస్? ఈ యాక్షన్ చేస్తే కృష్ణ ఇష్టపడతాడా? విల్ కృష్ణ లైక్ విత్ మై యాక్షన్? వీ షుడ్ క్వశ్చన్. ఇఫ్ ఐ డూ దిస్ యాక్షన్, విల్ కృష్ణ లైక్? And still if you are in confusion, you should speak to your guru or whomever you consider guru. But you have to take a conscious decision, Mataji. But verily everyone will be having that situation in their lives. So whomever you are comfortable with, devotee, whomever you are comfortable to share, nothing wrong in asking. But first question what we need to get in our mind is the action what you are doing. If I do this action, will Krishna like? Will Krishna like? Is it a tough thing? Is it a tough thing to ask? Is it tough thing to ask? It is tough, but out of practice it comes, Mataji. It is sometimes very simple also, and sometimes it's very tough also. But there are sometimes our own people might not hear. As Krishna might be like it. If I do this action, Krishna might like, but others might oppose. That situations would be there. But still, what is the balanced approach? We need to discuss with Guru's Mataji. Guru. There will be situation. There will be sensitive situation in each and everyone's life. But first thing, this question has to come. And I don't think there will be so many situations where that conflict also occurs. It will be very rare situation where that conflict comes. In most of the dealings, Mataji, it's very easy. But most of the situations, it's very easy. What if I do this action, Krishna will like or not, and you can do it. And 80 to 90% situations, you will not have any issues at all. Only 5 to 10% situations would be there. Everyone will be there where if I do this action, I know Krishna will be liking, but my own people will not like it. That situations would be there. But where their guidance is needed. You need to touch base. Some things, we can't sit and speak in front of on Vyasasana itself. There are some practical situations also we need to take into consideration. And we need to approach any devotee with whom you are to. At least, Prabhuji and Mataji, in the spiritual gathering, we should have at least 1 or 2 devotees with whom you can share wholeheartedly. With whom you can, with whom you can be comfortable. You have trust. I'm not saying that you can go and मेरे को बाधा आया पूरा दुनिया को मैं बता दूंगा करके. But you should choose 1 or 2 devotees with whom you can share your heart.
But how foolish Duryodhana, he with his cunningness, his time and energy, everything is done with all that manipulation. All his relatives came here, but God is with Arjuna. So he is very foolish actually.
That's why he is being called as Durbuddhir, right? In the previous slokas last week we have seen that, no, he is Durbuddhir. He thinks that this gathering and all, I have 11 this thing of army, and he was also fearful after seeing the Pandavas army. Arjuna was also fearful. Duryodhana was also fearful. But there are different reasons for fear. Fearful, frightened. Fear is not right term. Frightened. Even Duryodhana, after seeing Pandavas army, he was also frightened.
Never expected 7 actually.
He never expected that 7 Akshavanis would be there. Right? Yeah. There are 3 levels of vision in which one cannot see relationships clearly. They are vision of material attachment based on beauty, Material greed, illumined by sense gratification, and spiritual vision can see the soul. Vision of material attachment based on beauty, our bodily complexion and all, and material greed illumined by sense gratification. मैं वो जीता, मेरे को आ गया, मैं रसगुल्ला खाया, बहुत टेस्टी है, सेंस वाह, मेरा सेंस सेटिस्फाई हो गया. What you will get finally? Temporary happiness. Is it worth? Duryodhana is on the vision of material greed, where he can see and he cannot see. That is why he refers to people. He refers to people in his Sainya Niriksha also in his talk, but he does not see the relationship.
Prabhuji, in the previous one,
Yeah.
the three
Material
three
greed
levels of vision. Right? Last one, spiritual vision, can see the soul.
can see the soul. When Arjuna, for example, if Arjuna is having a spiritual vision, he would not call my fathers, my grandfathers, my this thing, my that thing. He would not have called like that. Had he had the spiritual vision, if he had the spiritual vision, all are souls, and they are fighting against the dharma of Krishna, against the will of the Lord. So I need to ensure that they are not there in this. So he will be only seeing soul. He will not my uncle, my grandfather. Even if your uncle or grandfather is in the side of adharma, you need to take a necessary action as a kshatriya. Had he had a spiritual vision, he would not have called my grandfather, my father, my uncle. No, he would not have called. That is the spiritual vision what is being said here. And material greed is about Duryodhana, where for kingdom he is ready to sacrifice all the relatives. He is not only putting himself in the thing, all brothers, all relatives, whoever have taken his side, he is taking a chance. Okay? Link to first reason. So here we need to understand that Krupaya already we discussed by compassion of a higher grade. Though Srila Prabhupada appreciates in the purports that such a wonderful pure devotees are compassionate actually. They are compassionate. But in the next purports even he chastises as well. Arjuna, is very wrong to have that kind of compassion. We will come to that. Yeah, already you have seen this. Yeah. Now, what are the different ways in which you can respond to an object of danger or fearful situation? Kids, please answer. What are the different ways in which you can respond to an object of danger or fearful situation? What happens? Any danger is there or any fearful situation is there in front of you. Okay, tiger is there, you are alone in front of you.
Pray to the Lord.
What you will do?
Pray to the Lord.
Pray to the Lord. No, you will not pray.
Shout loud.
Fight or flight.
Huh?
Fight or flight.
Fight or flight, yeah. Good answer. Any other answers?
Never show your back to the tiger.
Never show your back to the. So you will have that much intelligence, huh? Okay, I should not show the intelligence. My back to the
Tiger
tiger.
only attacks when your face is turned to the other side.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Can you guarantee?
Yes.
100%?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So here, these are the things, right? Whenever a negative situation or a fearful situation or frightening situation is there, you will do all these things.
How will
Eight-
freeze help?
Huh?
How will freeze help? Just do
These are natural emotions, Baba. It will help. It will. Okay. Now, if the fearful situation is there, I will freeze. It's not like that. It is a natural emotion.
like for
It
example,
is a natural emotion which comes when some.
like for example, you see your grandmother after like 10 years or something.
But it's not a dangerous and fearful situation.
You'll be frozen. That is a type of emotion.
Frozen. But anyway, that's a good emotion. But it's not about the emotion. What I am talking about is a danger or a fearful situation. The question I repeat. See here the question. What are the different ways in which you can respond to an object of danger or a fearful situation?
Going to a stage,
Hmm.
you want to speak and suddenly you see so many people, right? Then you feel,
Yeah.
right?
So yeah, these are the aspects, right? Either you engage or disengage. In engage, what you engage, you will fight. Either you will fight, or either you will try to do जुगाड़. enter भाई. Now इतना मैंने missiles भेजा है, मेरा army को खत्म हो गया. Let us do ceasefire now. After seeing the damage at their end, now they are coming to ceasefire, right? So yes or no?
But
So,
you can't do agreement with the tiger or something.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
can do agreement with the tiger.
If you are having a skill of taming a tiger, you can do, no? Right? No.
Or if he has an injection, he can just shoot an injection.
That will coming under fight. I am saying whatever you say, all are coming under this category. One is to engage, another is to disengage. Engage how? Either you fight or fawn. Fawn means ceasefire, become friends. Become friends. Either friendship. Friendship is not through hitting the injection by taming
Negotiate.
or negotiate. Tiger, if it is negotiating or taming. But here Arjuna is in a situation. What is he doing now? Now he is in a very frightened situation, very fearful situation. Right? My own people, how I need to fight. What kind of emotions among this is running? Actually, they came to fight. Already Fan is already tried. Peace messaging, all attempts were done.
Freeze.
Run away, there is no option because Arjuna is not a coward. Right?
Freeze.
And he is freezing now. Freezing, no action. And have you ever been freezed? Do you know the emotion of freezing?
In dreams, when we get a fright in dreams.
Dreams. Yes. Yeah. When a very bad dream comes, sometimes sweat also comes. When you suddenly wake up, sweat comes. Thank God, Baba. No, I really had. Huh?
One time I got a dream and I was crying here.
Crying, yes. Luckily,
Because of that dream.
dream. Okay.
And I woke up.
Good. So that's the emotion, we carry. Now, fear analysis. Now, Arjuna and Duryodhana both had a fear. Now you try to understand this. Fear analysis. Arjuna's fear cause was compassion. He was compassionate towards his own people. Now Duryodhana's fear, greed. अरे अगर इतना आर्मी पांडवास के साइड में एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया, इतना जितना ज़्यादा आर्मी आ गया, अभी मैं अभी मेरा किंगडम क्या हो जाएगा, मेरा किंगडम का ग्रीड क्या हो जाएगा. That greed for kingdom was the reason for main fear. Now response, Arjuna's response, freeze. He got freezed. What is Duryodhana's response? Fight. He still wanted to fight. And in that fearful situation, where did he go?
He went to Drona.
Yes, he went to Drona and he was not able to cover that fear. And Drona, you should be careful. There are definitely people are there. You should be very careful. Sometimes we try to, especially men. Women they cry, but men are men, right? They should not cry. So they show false this thing sometimes. Please come, do. You must have seen some characters like that, right? Yes. Okay. So the response for Arjuna's fear was freeze. He got freezed. But Duryodhana, he still wanted to fight and he went to Dronacharya. And Arjuna's fear is of what type? Material. Material fear. Arey, Navalle, Ashish Prabhu is my best brother. Ruchi Mataji is my best sister. How could I do this? Or my Riyan is my best friend. How could I do this? All this, what type of fear it is? It is material fear. We are in the material plane. After the 50 to 60 years, he would be there somewhere in some other body. I might be there in some other body. Material fear. And what is Duryodhana's fear? That is also material only. For material kingdom, his fear is there. And what is the selfishness? What is Arjuna's selfishness? He was self-extended. When we say self-extended, he was going for the sake of relatives. He could extend himself. How he could extend himself? He was even ready to be killed. He was even ready to go to forest and avoid the war. He was extending himself. But what about Duryodhana? He was self-centered. Yavadu saste naakenti. Naku kingdom kavali. Even after 99 brothers were killed also, he was not ready. He was self-centered. Still were ready to fight. That's the point. Okay? Own men. So, when Arjuna says own men, my dear Krishna, I have to kill my own men. Own men. Own men means this bodily relationship. Why are others not own men? Everyone is own men because everyone is Krishna's son. So when one becomes Krishna conscious, he can see everyone as own men. And when he is not Krishna conscious, he simply sees own men where there is bodily relationship. This is the defect. It is very difficult to accept actually. I'm sorry. I know it's very difficult. Not only everyone, it's very difficult to accept. But we should. I don't know if you might not like the statement. Huh?
ఇప్పుడు ఓన్ మీద అని అన్నారు
Ah.
మరి ఇప్పుడు ఇక అసలు యుద్ధం
point here is, you know,
Small under sunset.
sunset. There is a way to see. Now you there might be another argument. अरे वो बाहर वाला भी सिगरेट पी रहा है, वो भी तो कृष्णा सन है, उसे मैं अपना बना लूँगा. But we need to be practical here. We need to be practical. If they are Krishna conscious, you can. You are. That's why I'm saying association with others better to avoid. Association with the like-minded Krishna conscious people better to have. And in this sense, yeah, someone is saying something. No? Yeah. That's what I agree. No, I agree.
We are not hating.
We are not hating them.
Choosing, but we don't want to choose.
We are not hating them. We are simply what is good for us. I have a clarity. I really need a network separately. I already have a lot of network for devotees. My Leelanand Prabhu has come yesterday. Do I need more network than my Leelanand Prabhu? Not. Leelanand Prabhu, other devotees are there. A lot of network is there. I have enough network of devotees. Do I need any external network? No. Anyway, in office, I have non-devotee network already. Luckily, on my birthday, they brought wantedly they brought eggless cake, and I asked my forgiveness. I'm really sorry that I could not bring we could not have a cake with egg. First up, I apologize. Then I cut the cake in office. So yeah, we should be careful, mother. We are not hating the other outside people, but we just don't want to associate because Maya is very strong. It's very easy to generally getting affected with the negative things is very easy. Very easy. Rian on the other day was saying, though if I talk about God, a lot of people don't like and all. Don't talk. That's what I was telling him. If I say good things, don't. Who told you to tell? No need to tell. No need to tell. We should know what to speak. One day when you become great, right? Then Krishna will give an opportunity. Rian, what is the secret of your greatness? Then you should say, being Krishna consciousness, being, I read Bhagavadgita every day. My mother used to help me in knowing Bhagavadgita message. Then entire people would be inspired. When you don't have a position, people will not give value. People will not give value. Huh? Authority would be there, right? Yeah. Okay.
You can discuss with these kids.
Yeah.
Like-minded.
Yeah, the kids are there. Skanda is there, Avish is there, Sai is there, Manaswini is there, Rian is there, Mehak is there. I know. Radhika is there. Some days Radhika also will start talking. Adarsh is there, Adhika is there. Slowly they will, like-minded people should be better to have. We are Jagannath Rath Yatra is coming up next month. It's already fixed. June 27th is the date. Please mark your date. June 27th is the same day where the original Jagannath Rath Yatra is happening. So kindly participate enthusiastically, come forward, take up the sevas, take up the services. Please. Okay?
Will it be there here?
Here, yes. June 27th, Friday evening. Actually,
Evening which time?
from 3 p.m. from morning onwards. Morning onwards, we need to do muggu, flower petals, etc., right?
For devotees morning onwards.
Huh?
For devotees from
Morning onwards, yes. Okay. So yeah, everyone is own money. Yeah, already we discussed this. So yeah, we will close with this 1.28. Let us try to do it together. Arjuna Uvacha. Drishtve Mam Swajanam Krishna. Yuyutsam Sumupasthitam. Sidanti Mama Gatrani. Mukham Cha Parishushyati. Arjuna said, My dear Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives, present before me, in such a fighting spirit, I feel the limbs of my body quivering and my mouth drying up. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki. Any man who has genuine devotion to the Lord has all the good qualities which are found in a godly person or in the demigods. Whereas the non-devotees, however advanced he may be in material qualifications, by education and culture lacks in godly qualities. We need to understand, Prabhuji and Mataji's, devotees have by default this compassion quality, God quality. And non-devotees also have these qualities, but they are occasional. They are occasional in nature. Now give me an example of a personality in our shastras where occasional goodness was shown. What was that?
అదే అర్జునుడు కృష్ణుడు వెళ్ళి ఇట్లా మాట్లాడని పోతే పాదాల దగ్గర కూర్చొని
Even Durvasa Muni Gajadurudu.
Yes, yes. These are now even Kamsa. Kamsa was also occasional goodness, right? Till the Akashvani came.
He was very kind to his
फूलों
sister.
का तारों का सबका कहना है, 1000 में तू मेरी बहना है. Right? That was the emotion, deep. And he told the charioteer also, come out, I will drive my sister's chariot. And suddenly all the people of Mathura, they were surprised. Oh, what a goodness comes out. I think he got changed now. And other said, ये दोस्ती हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे, तोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ न छोड़ेंगे. Who was that? Who was that?
Karna.
Devaki. Who is Devaki's husband?
Vasudeva. Nanda Maharaj.
No, Vasudeva. Vasudeva and
Nanda
Kamsa.
Maharaj.
Vasudeva and Kamsa, they were good friends. Friends. Till that point, seeing the goodness, people were amazed. After that, Akashvani, sword. Occasional goodness.
Cutting the babies.
Not cutting.
No, that is
Killing.
killing the babies.
Anyway, so devotees and non-devotees, this is the point, Prabhuji and Mataji. Whenever a sensitive situation comes, non-devotees will show the color. We need to be clear. However advanced he may be in middle qualification by education and culture, lacks in godly qualities. As such, Arjuna, just after seeing his kinsmen, friends and relatives on the battlefield, was at once overwhelmed by compassion for them who had decided to fight amongst themselves. As far as his soldiers were concerned, he was sympathetic from the beginning, but he felt compassionate even for the soldiers of the opposite party, foreseeing their imminent death. And while he was so thinking, the limbs of his body began to quiver and his mouth became dry. He was more or less astonished to see their fighting spirit. Practically the whole community, all blood relatives of Arjuna, had come to fight with him. This overwhelmed a kind devotee like Arjuna. Although it is not mentioned here, still one can easily imagine that not only were Arjuna's body limbs quivering and his mouth drying up, but he was also crying out of compassion. Crying out of compassion. Such symptoms in Arjuna were not due to weakness but to his soft-heartedness, a characteristic of a pure devotee of the Lord. It is said, therefore, Yasyasya bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvair gunais tatra samasate sura harav abhaktasya kuto mahad guna mano radhenasati dhavato pahihi. One who has unflinching devotion for the personality of Godhead has all the good qualities of the demigods, that is, all good qualities of the devatas. But one who is not a devotee of the Lord has only material qualifications that are of little value. This is because he is erring on the mental plane and is certain to be attracted by the glaring material energy. Additional examples from Parampara. Compassion due to soft-heartedness of a pure devotee. By unflinching devotion unto Supreme Lord, all good qualities manifest. Non-devotees, in contrast, he may be advanced by education and culture, but lacks godly qualities. Hovering on mental plane, he is certain to be attracted by glaring energy. What indicates his soft-heartedness? Arjuna is sympathetic for both the parties. Arjuna is looking at everyone as Swajana, but Duryodhana is looking everyone as Parijana. That's the difference. Arjuna knows that if he does not kill them, they will kill him. heart is the seat of emotion and soul is consciousness, which rests in the heart as well. There is a time lag between arrival of stimulus and choosing of the action. Intelligent people can utilize that time lag to apply Lord Krishna's message to raise their consciousness. So what we have to learn from Arjuna's situation? Yeah, I think yeah, this is done. So yeah, so when we connect with Lord Krishna, we will understand that the body is subject to misery. Even though Arjuna has all the wisdom with him already, but the gravity of the situation makes him blind and makes him question to avoid the war. Solution is to stay connected with Lord Krishna's message all the time. Arjuna had the Bhagavad Gita, and that removed all his questions. That removed all his questions. So that's what is the difference between devotees and non-devotees, Babaji and Matajis. So kindly try to be in devotional service. Okay, I am closing the session here since it's almost 8 o'clock, as promised. Huh?
As delivered.
Bhishma Pratigna.
Bhishma Pratigya. Prabhuji, Mataji? 1.2 you is actually he's saying right when Sanjay is quoting Mataji. Arjuna Vacha, sorry. 1 by 28 is by Arjuna. 27 by Sanjay. Sanjay is quoting. Okay? So, yeah. I end. It's 8 o'clock. So, let me know if any questions. I have ended. Any questions? Prabhuji and Matajis, any questions? Before I do some announcements.
I have one external doubt.
Good. No, not only external, internal also you ask.
Why do we only chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 108 times?
108 times. Yes.
Only 108.
Only one. No, there is no rule. Not only 108. You can chant 200 times also. Not a problem.
స్వామిజీ భగవద్గీతని ఎన్ని రోజులు చెప్పారు
1.5 hours, Mataji.
I didn't know that.
Hours.
వార్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యే ముందు అందరి మధ్యలో
Antarmachalo, when this war has started, the time was stopped. Time was stopped. Time was stopped, and only Arjuna and Krishna were there, and it was spoken for 1.5 hours. For preparing a presentation will take hours and hours. Krishna spontaneous 1.5 hours, no preparation, nothing. He delivered Bhagavad Gita message in 1.5 hours time.
సంజయ వాచ వీళ్ళందరూ ఉన్నారు కదా
వీళ్ళందరూ భగవద్గీత చెప్తున్నప్పుడు వాళ్ళు లేరు. భగవద్గీత కృష్ణుడు చెప్పిన 10 రోజుల తర్వాత చెప్పాడు. Recording. Sanjay was giving the recording of highlights. We are recording of the Bhagavad Gita. He was giving to Dhritarashtra. Because on the 10th day, Bhishma came flat. On that day, Sanjaya spoken to Dhritarashtra. Yeah.
ఓం నమో భగవతే వాసుదేవాయ మంత్ర దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో పవర్ఫుల్ మంత్ర
Yes, Mother.
ఓం నమో నారాయణ
Yes.
దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో
Yes,
పవర్ఫుల్
mother.
వై హరే కృష్ణ మహామంత్ర
Yes, Mother. For that.
అడిగినప్పుడు నాకు ఒక
Yes, Mother. Already for that also we have given a session, Mataji, because in each and every syllable, Hare, Krishna, Rama, there is a significance. Actually, Ramo, Rame, there is a what is that? What is the meaning of that? Okay. Now that calculation is there. Each Rama word is equivalent to 1000 times uttering the word of Vishnu. And similarly, each Krishna when we utter, it is equivalent to 3 times uttering the word of Rama, which is equivalent to 3000 times of Vishnu. So like that calculation, when you do utter one Hare Krishna Mahamantra, means you are uttering almost there is a certain number, lakhs of names of Vishnu. In one, when you say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So when you quote one time, it is equal to remembering Vishnu almost some 3 lakh times.
16,000 times 60.
No, in lakhs only.
108 times into
that is coming. Yeah, that's the exact. What I will do is I will post that in the group. There is that one Hare Krishna Mahamantra is equal to remembering almost 1000 or 1 lakh times of Vishnu's names. That's why we ask to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And nothing wrong if you are chanting Om Shri. Whenever I meet Sri Sampradaya devotees, right? So Jai Srimanarayana Prabhu, how are you? I got quote Jai Srimanarayana. I say Radhe Radhe, Krishna Krishna. Nothing wrong in quoting. Nothing wrong.
But this is like Kali Yuga mantra.
Kali, it's a Kali Yuga Mahamantra. Kali Yuga mantra, holy name. Any name is the word. Hare Nama, they say, right? Hare, what is the quote? Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam. Kalau Nastaiva, 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 Gatiranyada. What does it mean? Why it is quoted 3 times? Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam. Why 3 times? Priya? हरि का नाम लो, हरि का नाम लो, हरि का नाम लो.
Three times the only way we will go from this.
No, because the acharyas know that in Kali Yuga our memory duplicate. Our memory chip is not good. That's why they tell 3 times. హరేర్ నామ హరేర్ నామ హరేర్ నామ అంతే పెళ్ళిళ్ళు కూడా అంతే కదా. నాకు ఇప్పుడు ఏమైనా పెళ్లి కట్టాలి తాళి కట్టరా తాళి కట్టరా అంటే అప్పుడు కడతారు 3 సార్లు. రైట్. సో దట్స్ ద రీజన్ వై ది
ప్రభుజీ ఇప్పుడు టైం స్టాప్ చేసి కృష్ణుడు గీతోపదేశం
Yes.
చేశాడు. మరి టైం స్టాప్ చేసి ఎవరికి అర్జునుడికి ఇచ్చాడు కదా. ఒకవేళ అర్జున్ కాకుండా అందరికి ఇచ్చేస్తే ఉంటే వాళ్ళందరూ మారేవాళ్ళు.
అంటే కృష్ణుడు ఎక్కడ హీస్ ఫోకసింగ్ నో మారేవాళ్ళు బికాస్ కృష్ణ నోస్ హీజ్ ఎ హృషికేశ హీజ్ ఎ మారేవాడ ఇవన్నీ మనం కృష్ణుడిని డిసైడ్ చేసేంత గొప్పవాళ్ళం కాదు. సో కృష్ణ వాంటెడ్ ఏ ఫోకస్డ్ వన్. ఇప్పుడు అంతమంది ఇంకోటి చెప్తాను, అందరు వింటున్నారు. కృష్ణ హ్యాంగ్ ఆన్, నాకు సెకండ్ స్ట్రోక్ అయిపోయింది, దీని మీద ఈ డౌట్ వచ్చింది నాకు. వీఆర్ ఇన్ ద మిడిల్ ఆఫ్ ఏ వార్ మాతాజీ, ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ సెషన్ రైట్. సో ఈ వాంటెడ్ టు ఏ ఫోకస్డ్ అప్రోచ్ 1-to-1. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I will stop the session here.